Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about functional groups which have a carbon double bonded to an oxygen. So the first example I'm going to be discussing is an aldehyde. An aldehyde is an R group single bonded to a carbon, and that carbon is double bonded to an oxygen and also attached to a hydrogen. And an example of an aldehyde group is a benzaldehyde. The second group is going to be an amide group. And an amide group is an R group attached to a carbon, single bonded, and that carbon is double bonded to an oxygen. And that carbon is single bonded to a nitrogen, which is attached to two hydrogen slash R groups. So it could be any sort of combination. It could be one hydrogen, one R group, or it could be two hydrogens, no R groups, or it could be two R groups, no hydrogen. It doesn't matter, it'll always be an amide. And an example of an amide group will be formaldehyde. The next group I'm going to be discussing is a carboxylic acid. A carboxylic acid is an R group attached, single bonded to a carbon. That carbon is double bonded to an oxygen and single bonded to a hydroxyl group. And an example is 2-ethyl-4,4-dimethyl pentanoic acid. The next group is an ester group, which is not to be confused with an ether group because they kind of sound similar. They are very different molecules. So it's going to be an R group single bonded to a carbon. That carbon is double bonded to an oxygen, and that carbon is single bonded to an oxygen, and that oxygen is also connected to another R group. And an example will be 2-methyl-2-methylpropanoate. So the last example I'm going to be discussing is a ketone, which looks very similar to an aldehyde. It's going to be an R group, single bonded to a carbon. That carbon is double bonded to an oxygen, and that carbon is also single bonded to another R group. And an example will be 3-methyl-2-butanone.